Hello, everyone. Welcome to the kickoff call of August GitLab Hackathon. Really nice to have you all. I'm Christos Baharakis, the Code Contributor Program Manager. Why don't we spend the first few minutes, like if you want, people can unmute and introduce themselves, maybe from where they are or what they're interested. So we can get to know each other, and then we can go into the more of the logistics of the hackathon, and then questions if people might have. So I'll begin. Christos Baharakis, been contributing to open source for quite some time. Now my role at GitLab is to try to actually help drive more contributions towards GitLab in a way that also it's rewarding and valuable for contributors. So it's not just like we need your contributions. Well, so it's really important for you to have a rewarding experience and get some skills or experience based on what you want. I'm based in Berlin, Germany, even though I'm Greek, and I love Italian food. I was telling Marco earlier, it's my favorite cuisine, but Marco is biased because he's Italian. So who would like to, I can go from the list here on Zoom. Who's next for me? People, if you don't want to unmute yourself or introduce yourself, feel free to type the chat or type something in the chat. I'm gonna say that loud. And otherwise, if you don't want to introduce yourself, it's absolutely fine. Just let me know in the chat. Next on my list is Marco, and after that it's Anna, Hit, Sirkar, and Vamshi. So Marco.
Yep. So I'm Marco. I'm a contributor. I've been a contributor for the past 4 months, and I've recently joined the GitLab Heroes. And yeah, I'm mainly, when I'm contributing, I mainly focus on the time tracking features, but also I poke around here and there on documentation and other changes that can, if I find something, I can take a look and fix it. And I'm not a web developer, so everyone can contribute. And yeah, I'm, like Christos said, I'm based in Italy, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Marco. Then we have Anna, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm PHP developer. I never contribute in open source, and I would like to try. And I'm from Kyiv, Ukraine.
Thank you. Welcome.
Shekhar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Shekhar. I'm a new contributor to GitLab. I haven't ever contributed any code here. I'm from London. I work at Goldman Sachs as an architect, and I just love the product, and I would love to contribute to it. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Hit, you're next.
Yeah, hello. I'm from India, Heet Kumar, and I mainly focus on the front-end development. And this is my first time in a GitLab. As I create new projects and all, I store my projects in GitLab. But as a hackathon, I have participated first time.
Thank you. Welcome. And last but not least, Vamshi.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm Vamshi. I'm from India too. So I'm also a new contributor to GitLab. I contributed in other projects, but I also really like this product. I mainly love the documentation and the handbook. So I'm also looking forward to contributing more to the GitLab project.
Perfect. Nice. Thank you all for joining. Welcome. And to the people on our live stream. People on our live stream, if you have any questions, feel free to join our Gitter or Discord server linked in the website and ask any questions if you cannot join here. So let me quickly share my screen. So I'm gonna start walking us through some of the logistics. If you have any questions, feel free to jump in and ask any questions, unmute yourself and ask, stop me, or put them directly into the document or here in the chat. I'll keep an eye. So I'm assuming you can see my screen. So if it's going full size, you can escape from that by pressing the escape button. Zoom can be really intrusive when it comes to sharing screens. All right. So Hackathon. Hackathon starts at August 2 until the 9th of August, noon at UTC time. So it started like 1 hour ago, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. I'm in Berlin, so it's +2. So yeah, started 2 hours ago. It's really simple. You don't have to sign up anywhere to participate in the hackathon. You just need to contribute. And how to do that? We have a table with some issues. Something that we seen working in the past was like organizing the issues available for contributing based on 5 focus areas: security, front-end, back-end, technical writing, and website/handbook. Website/handbook is like this page here on the hackathon page, or about.gitlab.com. This is like the web properties. Oh, as you can see, we have already 14 MR submitted so far in the first 2 hours. That's great. Now, when it comes to finding something to contribute to, there are thousands of issues. So there are different ways you can begin. Normally, the issues in regards to UX and front-end are include more details on the expected outcome that you would like, they would like for the issue to have. And yeah, are really they're extremely well detailed. And also UX sometimes is, if you have some experience with JavaScript, with HTML, it's relatively easier to start contributing. So you can find on the qualifying issues here. I'm going to explain more about the qualifying issues in a bit. You can find 2 categories, 2 areas. One is like all issues and issues for new contributors. If you click here on the left, you can have all the issues, and here issues for new contributors are issues who the team, for example, the optimized group in this case, has identified as is easy to begin with. Now, when it comes to all these different groups, in case that you're not familiar, their GitLab is consistent by different stages and groups. So you can click on the contributing guide here that gets you to the doc. Let me open a new tab. And the GitLab architecture here. Especially the GitLab architecture is going to help you understand more about how GitLab is structured, the different components of GitLab. Well, let me go further down. And different, like to the left here, there are also different guides on how you're going to contribute to Omnibus, GitLab, GitLab Pages, GitLab Runner, all Helm charts. So it gives you more ideas. So when it comes to the development guide, I clicked from here. I clicked from contributing GitLab guide, which is going to take you to the development guide, and it can walk you through how to set up your development environment here. There are 2 ways. You can set up using GTK offline, or you can do it by using Gitpod. Gitpod is, you can use Gitpod for most of the contributions, for sure not for contributing to security. Gitpod, what it does, you can contribute like, you don't have to install anything on the computer through the browser. So it's really simple how it works. You go to, for example, gitlab.com. You go to a repository at GitLab here. Let's go here. Actually, now I'm going to go to the website, for example. And from here, see the Gitpod. You can change it to web ID or Gitpod. I want Gitpod. So if I press the button here, a new pop-up with Gitpod, need to log in, of course. And I'm going to start setting up a development environment within my browser, so I don't have to install GTK. I mean, the website doesn't need GTK, but it's the same with, for example, going to another repo. You can do it with any repo. You can use like also some general guidelines on how to open an MR, what is going to happen when you open an MR. And yeah, that's about issues. How to identify issues to contribute to. We have a set of videos available, which I'm gonna be linking here as well in the document. That can help you identify an issue to contribute to as well. It's relatively easy and straightforward. These are part of our office hour calls that we've been having in the past weeks. Now, something else about qualifying issues. What is the qualifying issue? So the way that we actually count contributions, we announce the winners, is through how many points you have collected. These are the prizes. So, okay, let me go back. We have 5 contribution areas. For 5 contribution areas, we're gonna get the Mars. For example, if he created like 1 MR for front end, 1 MR for back end, and 1 MR for technical writing. He has 3 MRs, but they are in 3 different categories. And these MRs need to contribute to an existing issue to be counted for against 5 points per MR. So if Marco, for example, opens an MR that is not linked to an existing issue, then his MR counts 1 point. Not that it's not important, it is important, but we're trying to help people contribute towards things that already existing there, and also it's also helped us against abusive behaviors. In the past, we had people just like opening a lot of MRs just like to get the points and win the prizes, so it was not fair. So another reason for like having this point system is like make it fair for everyone. So that's why we have 5 contribution areas. So you need to have an MR linked to an issue that you're contributing, and once this MR is merged, this is gonna count towards the prizes. So by the end of the hackathon, we will be, whoa, what happened here? Okay. By the end of the hackathon, we will be calculating all the points. This is for the previous hackathon, and we'll be announcing the winners just like that. So for the front end area, for the back end area, for the technical writing area, website area. And it's important because I got this question a lot of times, like how you identify whether this MR belongs to the backend or the front end. It depends on the issue that you're solving. For example, here, if the issue belongs into the front end table, then your MRs, even if it's a backend MR, if your MRs like are related to this issue, they're gonna count towards the front end degree. Deadlines, all MRs needs to be submitted by the 9th of August, 12 UTC, which is noon. And then you need to allow us like for 1 month to review your MRs and calculate the winners. So we're gonna go and review all of MRs and trying to merge them all, review them all within the time frame. If something is not reviewed on time, just you can ping me. Sometimes in the past, when we've seen that there were some delays, we extended the timeline for a week. But normally, you know, more traditionally, we've been managed to review all of MRs on time. These are the hackathon prizes. The grand prize is like $100 gift card for Uxoaxo. We recently have a brand refresh, so we have a new shiny logo and a lot of new stuff on the shop. So the grand prize is going to be the people who per contribution area that manage to gather the most points. Here there are some of the ideas you can get. I really want the summit mug. I might contribute myself as well to get this grand prize because I really want this summit mug. So yeah, the second place, individual with the most points gathered, a water bottle and our t-shirt with a new t-shirt. And it's really important, everyone with a merged MR, even, you know, if you have only one merged MR, everyone will get at least a t-shirt. Our motto at GitLab is like everyone can contribute. Marco said it as well, he's not a developer, but still contributing. So there are a lot of contribution opportunities. And when it comes to that, something to mention on the website, for example, is that we don't have issues because they're not issues for the website, but that's why we always count the website handbook contribution area. It has like every MR counts the same. So it's a matter of who's going to open the most MRs when it comes to the website and hackathon. What else? Oh yeah, Office Circle. In 2 days from now, we're going to have an Office Circle. It's like a regular call where we're going to be here with some engineers. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. It's more like it's synchronous communication. If you have a question, specific one, yeah. But also there are 2 ways you can ask for help or be there. One is the Discord community server, which has been recently quite active, and the other one is like the contributors Gitter room, where a lot of people are there in both of them. If you ask me, currently the Discord right now would be the best place. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in any of them. Any question, we might, it depends on the time zone, we might take some time to respond, but nothing is gonna left unanswered if you have any questions. And yeah, what about it? That would be it about the logistics of the hackathon. Let me pause here to see if there are any questions and if I missed something. I'm checking the chat here. Any questions? Let me also welcome Dan. Hi, Dan. Welcome. Seeing your name. Let me pull the video resources. Okay. So into the agenda document that is linked here in the videos on how to contribute. Okay, let me share again here on Zoom. I just shared a document, a Google document, and this is like our running agenda. It's also the running agenda for the office hour calls. If you close Zoom, you can find this one through meetup.com, where we have like the office hour call event. Also, you can find it in Discord, or you can find it like anywhere. Or in regards to the office hour calls, something that I wanted to share with you. Let me just like share my screen briefly. So I just put this link to YouTube playlist. So we've been holding some office hour calls. Where is perfect? So these are some of the videos that we produced in the past months, and they cover a broad spectrum of topics, but all of them are around contributing. So this is a video for contributing to GitLab Container Scanning Analyzer. This is like a per programming session that Marco did with Lee and other community members. This is like how to contribute to Create Editor, how GitLab is triaging and reviewing merge requests, and how, for example, you can do like a front-end CI product code base overview, how to fix a front-end bug live during the community of Sour Call. So it's like, this is one of my favorites, how to, most of them are like, we invite GitLab team members and they walk us through their way of thinking and how they solve issues live. So feel free to check them out if you want any, any guidance. Also in the end here, there's a new video from earlier today, which is about going through some of the most popular issues to contribute to. So you can listen to Marco, Lee, and Andrew, how they think about picking issues to contribute to, the most popular ones. And yeah, let me check again. Are there any questions, anything that, it's unclear or you'd like to discuss?
We could add also the video from the last office call with James, the one from the 26th.
Yes, it is. It is on the channel, but
yeah, it's not on
the playlist. So let me add it right now. Thank you for that. if there are not any other questions, I can stop the recording now, and I'm gonna stay for a bit if people want to discuss anything. But for the people in the live stream, I would like to welcome you again. Wish you happy contributing. We're gonna see each other again in 2 days through the obstacle and also through Discord and Gitter, and again in a week when we will be wrapping up the call and going through some metrics to see, how it is going. Something else that we're gonna try to do is like I'll put a live, not leaderboard, but live chart. We have on the website a counter of how many MRs, but I would like to make it more like, okay, the latest MR from Marco, latest MR from Keith, latest MR from Dan or from Anna. So we can make it more like a playful. But again, it doesn't matter how many MRs people create, it matters about how many MRs are merged and linked to specific issues. If it's your first time contributing to GitLab and you don't know how to get started, feel free to let me know now your experience, and we can also find something you can work on, or at your own time you can reach out to us asynchronously, and everyone will be more than happy to help you get started with pretty much anything. So I'm gonna stop the recording.